Aries, how are you? I'm going to do a reading for you for the current energies. Can you believe we're in the last week of the year for reals? So anyway, let's check in and see what this last week is coming towards you, what the messages are. I'm doing just a short little period of time. We're going to take things slow and steady, right? I just think it's, we have free will. And if we go too far in advance, we can get our heads spinning. So I don't like to go too far in advance. Anyway, let's see what's going on for all of my Aries today. If you like the reading, help me out. Hit that like button. Boink, right there. Yeah, see, it really helps me out. Such a simple act on your part, and it really makes a big difference on mine. All right, appreciate you all. Let's see what the messages are. Grateful, thankful, always. 2 of Pentacles reversed to the Judgment. So there's something, Aries, that you have to look at with clear eyes, all right? Not rose-colored eyes. Because I feel like whenever I see the 2 of Pentacles reversed, it's almost telling me like you're almost pretending that the reality isn't the reality. You know what I mean? It's like if things around you are crashing down and you're pretending that they're not crashing down, you're in denial. That's one of these examples of the 2 of Pentacles coming up reversed. So I think we have to get real. All right. And I think going into a new year, a lot of us really pull back and say, all right, what can I really do that might make some difference in my world? So I like that, you're actually kind of looking at this energy, and I think you're starting to see that you can't pretend anymore, that you have some changes you have to make. Welcome to the club. We all have changes to make. So let's start with, what happened recently in the past, all right? Because I feel as if, there was an energy around you here with this Knight of Swords reversed that you were dealing with, maybe somebody who is very passive aggressive. This is, this is one of these energies that you just can't trust whatever it is that this person was saying, because it's almost as if, I get gaslighting. I wonder whether or not you were dealing with somebody who was gaslighting you in the past. And, maybe you have kids with them. We've got the 6 of Cups up here, in the what's hanging above you, so this could be one of these things where it's not that easy when you have kids involved with somebody who, I think, you can't pretend anymore that this is something you really want. I think you've been trying to make something work, and it's just like it's futile. All right. And I feel like, especially if there is with kids, sometimes we hang on to a situation thinking that, this is what's best for the kids. Well, the kids in the meantime are watching this whole thing go down, and it really isn't, and one thing I always want to remind you guys that whenever we're dealing with, you're dealing with issues between you and your partner, your children at the end of the day are going to be the ones who cast judgment on you. All right. So just kind of keep that in mind as far as what are your kids seeing and how are you guys being with each other? Because I just want you, to kind of like pay attention to that. All right. Because they see everything. All right. And like I said, at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to probably really be the ones that set you in your place. But I feel like, you are at a point now where you need to make some shifts and some changes, all right? This person who you've been dealing with, who has been really a dark energy. Look, we've got this dark blue kind of sky and atmosphere going on. We have the 10 of Swords. I feel like it's really time to cut all ties, all cords, whatever it is with you and this person. I think you've given it the chance that you needed to give it, but I think now you're starting to see with the 7 of Cups that you may have to make some other choices. And you do have other options around, because it's really hard to be with someone, especially when you're trying to raise kids. And this doesn't mean you guys are actually together. You guys could be separate, and this is one of those things, trying to co-parent is not being the ideal situation for you guys. But again, there is this real strong need for you to really get clear with the situation, all right? Because I feel as if there's more options in front of you than you are choosing, okay? And I'm saying choosing to see, all right? Because whenever we have, this 2 of Swords, she's got a blindfold on and it's upside down, and it's like you are choosing not to see the truth of what it is that needs to be done. Here, you are choosing not to, really see that things are, probably worse than what you realized, all right? So however that applies to you in this situation. So I feel like, it's time for you to get really clear, Aries, especially going into the new year. It's a really good time to do this. And, I feel like some of you guys really have to take care of yourselves better. All right. Ace of Cups coming up here reversed. I feel like you're not taking care of yourself the way you should be taking care of yourself. All right. You've got to fill your cup back in so that you feel good. I feel like you've gone through something very heavy with someone. All right. And the mental energies, the fighting, I mean, you're an Aries. I mean, you're Mars. You like the challenge and all of that. But it gets to a point where I get the word futile. All right. And the Ten of Swords, I mean, this always has a period at the end of it. I want to remind you guys that when the Ten of Swords shows up, this is an ending, so that you can have a new beginning. And I feel like that's where you're at. You've dealt with this person, you've dealt with these issues. And now it's time to really put an end to maybe the fighting, the arguing, and start to find a new way to move forward. Really, I'm feeling like that's a strong message for someone out there, especially, like I said, when you're dealing with, child issues, because many people, I mean, let's face the reality. There's a lot of people out there that, have gotten married, have had kids, and then divorced or separated, all right? But we have to still deal with the issues of the kid. And I feel like that's what this reading is kind of talking about for someone out there. But on another level, I feel like for some of you Aries, I see you working very hard. Look at you. You're working very, very hard here with this Eight of Pentacles. And I even see you working into the night. And I like that you're working into the night because it's one of those energies where, how when you're in that creative process and then you look up and all of a sudden 5 hours have gone by and it feels like it's only been 5 minutes. That's the energy I'm picking up with this work card. I feel like there's something that you are doing and maybe you're mass producing something that you've made, maybe, because this is like doing something over and over and over again. But it's something that, the more you make, the better you're going to be. So I feel like it wouldn't surprise me if you are really burning the candle at the midnight hour here. But you go from the Eight of Pentacles, your work, will pay off. You end up with this King energy. All right. So I feel as if you have a direction. You are very grounded in what it is you are trying to make manifest in your world. And that's what you need to focus. And, this ending, this emotional part of your life, I think we can put that aside now because I think what matters is you really getting into your work because, this is where you're going to reap the rewards. And I feel like springtime, I mean, there's so much green and there's a lot of healing that comes when we do our work, right? So I feel like it would be really good for you. All right. This would be a good way for you to take care of yourself, Aries, is to dive into what it is you do and, put your energies there because I feel like that's where you're going to gain, this momentum that you need and how to pick yourself up from such a heavy burden that you've just come out of. But yeah, let's put this energy to an end once and for all. This passive aggressive people, I mean, honestly, I don't have time for them. It's like you're busy, so you don't have time for them either, right? It's like, it's nonsense. All right. And I feel like you're dealing with a lot of nonsense, but at the same time, you can't pretend what you need to do. All right. Finances need to be addressed here. Okay. We've got the Two of Pentacles. You can't do everything. All right. You got to make some real hardcore decisions. And then we have here this, Two of Swords upside down. It's like you've got to get really clear with the direction you want to move forward in. And now is the best time to do it. It's, a new start here, right? The end of the year. So that's what I've got for you, Aries. I hope it resonated with someone. Take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are, right? Anyway, hit that like button. See you later. Bye.